Liverpool then and Group A, they have secured their passage to the knockout rounds. Things going well for them when it comes to the Champions League, Stevie. So this is where we want to go. It's all going to go down to the final day on who tops the group between them and Napoli. It's a showdown at Anfield, but we do know that they are into the last 16. What did you make of their latest showing?
It was kind of what we've been getting. You know, up until Salah scores, they're completely outplayed. I mean, there's no other way to talk about it. They were completely outplayed, and then scored against the run of play. Now, from there, you talk about taking advantage. Nunez obviously hitting the post when he should have scored would have killed the game earlier, but I mean, they just took advantage of a purple patch basically in the game and got themselves out of sight. But my goodness, up until the first goal, they should have been a couple down. And as I said, quite rightly, they got outplayed. So, great result, but again, the performance, there's still a lot of questions.
Louise, are you as negative as Stevie about your former club?
I'm quite a very positive guy, so I think that it's a good moment to try to bring something on this team and try to make a momentum, get that momentum, and the players start feeling confident on what they can do. I think they are going to have 2 games at home now with Leeds and Napoli, and it's a very good moment to try before to play against Tottenham, that it could be also a very challenging game. A good moment to realize, yeah, we can do this, we can turn around the situation, we can be back to a contender, not to win the Premier League, but at least to be at the top 4, and to show that we were not that good before and we are not that bad now. So I think it's a good moment to try to get that and start feeling again confidence. Very, very important, because we've seen that the lack of confidence in some of the players in some games. That doubt when I go to players, that moments of uncertainty, and I think that it's very important that they start getting back that feeling that we can win against everybody. It doesn't matter against who we face. So, well, start against Leeds, and, well, it will come after Napoli. That definitely is going to be a very good game to play toe-to-toe to one of the best teams in Europe at the moment.
Let's go back to Darwin Nunez then. Stevie, you mentioned him. There was... Go on.
Louise. Hold on. Is Louise dizzy still? Because he's doing some spinning. What a spin that was.
He's a positive guy, Stevie.
Holy smoke. Yeah, we've got a couple of games back at Anfield. Have you watched us playing at Anfield, Lewis? Absolute panic stations. Good job, though. Good spin.
Louise?
Yeah. I'm a positive guy again. I'm just waiting to see the best Liverpool, the best face of Liverpool, and I'm waiting every single weekend. And every single weekend that I watch it, I'm saying to myself, yeah, this is gonna be the one. This is gonna be the one. And it's been quite a long time that I haven't seen the best of Liverpool. But I don't know. I just expect that against Leeds, I see the face that I want to see Liverpool. That I see the play. I mean, the talent and the ability of the players is there. There's no doubt, because they are the same players that last year they were winning trophies and they were at the Champions League final. It was 6 months ago. Sometimes we forget. Now there is a rough moment. Yeah, but every single year there is a rough moment for every single team. At the moment, it's been the time of Liverpool. It's been a long time since Liverpool was not playing this way. Not as bad, if we call it, or not the same way. But definitely, it will arrive the moment that they will click again and they will start showing that confidence on the game. I'm expecting that every single weekend. That's why hopefully this weekend against Leeds we can get a good result and see that Liverpool that we all love.
Is that all right with you, Grumpy Pants?
Oh, I'll take that. I like that. I like that a lot better. Aye.
I mean,
all right, there you go.
Because Steve comes from a time where they were winning every single weekend. So that's very difficult to get. I mean, for years they were winning trophies, they were winning every single weekend, and that was like easy. I understand that now when there is a trouble, when there is a low on the game, when there is a team that it cannot find the way, for them they were very easy. They were just getting together for a couple of years and say, listen, at this weekend we're going to win. And they won. That's very easy, but that was a long time ago. Now it's very difficult to keep that consistency during so many years. So I understand that he is waiting for a better Liverpool. I totally understand. I mean, he won so many trophies.
I was concerned there when Luis said that Stevie comes from a different time. I was like, where is this going? What direction is Luis taking?
Different era of football.
Different era. Oh, it's fine. I understood you, Luis.
So did I.
We want to talk about Darwin Nunez, though. You mentioned him, Stevie. There was a big miss, but he also scored a goal in this game. After the game, he revealed some advice he'd been given by Luis Suarez, and this is not talking about that miss in this game. This is talking about the red cards that he received against Crystal Palace. Luis Suarez told me that these things will happen in every game in the Premier League, that they'll come and find me, that they're going to bump into me, and that I need to make myself strong and not repeat my screw-up. He said, listen to an idiot like me.
Yep.
So is this just the ups and downs of being a young player as well, Ale, on the biggest stage?
Well, yes, and if you wanted a player to share his experiences with you when he comes to playing in the fringes of legality, Luis Suarez is your guy. That is the correct person to actually deliver this message and say, look, buddy, I got all sorts of experience when it comes to this. And I have all the know-how, all the do's and don'ts. So if you need any help, come to me. I'll let you know. Luis Suarez got away with a lot. And there were other things that he did not get away with. So he would be the one to ask. So if he has this direct line with Luis Suarez, if I were Darwin Nunez, I continue to take advantage of it.
At half-time, apparently he was a little bit down, and Andy Robertson had a word in his ear and said, you know, don't be too down. I'll send the ball in for you. You'll get a goal. Andy Robertson did say afterwards, I don't know if he understood me. But anyway, it seemed to work. He said he'll do it again. What did you make of Nunez in this game, Stevie?
I think we saw exactly what he is. He's a guy that you don't want to play against. He's got talent. He can score goals, but he's not quite the finished article. And I think that's basically what we've been talking about since the start of the season. All of those things. You know, I think the goal he scored is a classic Nunez goal. He's going to score a lot of them in his career, and that should encourage Liverpool that they should just put a ball in the box rather than try and be too intricate. You can afford, when you've got a player like him in your penalty box, to fling it in. Of course, he did miss a great opportunity, but who hasn't? And so it's just a case of getting experience and that little bit of composure that I've generally talked about. But no, I think we saw and we're seeing a guy who's talented, but not the finished article.
What do you say, Luis?
Yeah, I totally agree. It's about trying to get the confidence back, try to feel better on the field, try to understand what is his main job over there, and it's not easy. Much more now that Liverpool has been changing the formation, trying to bring a different style up front, not only with two wide players, but also bringing only two players up front, or maybe a player who is dropped back. We are talking about a player who is being used for long distances, for speed, to run to the spaces, to be free to do whatever he wants. And at the moment in Liverpool's style, you have to adapt to a system, you have to keep in your position, wait for your moment to arrive, and he needs to understand that, and he needs to be patient. And until now, we've been talking about a player who in 3 years comes from playing in Almeria for 15 million, moving to Benfica for 35 and arriving to Liverpool for 75 million. That's a big, massive change for a 23 years old. We're talking from 21 to 23 in just a matter of a flash, and just playing for fun, just enjoying. There is not that much pressure when you play in Benfica, and suddenly you are in the spotlight of every single one person in the world, not only in Premier League, but in Champions League, and everybody's looking at you like you are going to be the next star for Liverpool, and that's a big pressure. That's a big bargain that you got in your back. So I think that it's very important that bit a bit, if you get that confidence, you forget and stop thinking about how everybody's expecting from him, and focus on, listen, I score my goals, I do my job, and the things will come well. And well, he scored 4 goals from 4 games, so I think he's in the right direction at the moment.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.